If you're buying a condominium or a home in a newer planned community, you will probably come across HOA fees and CC&Rs. HOA fees stand for Homeowners Association fees, and CC&Rs are covenants, conditions, and restrictions. So these are important to know about as you make your purchase. If you're buying in a newer planned community, they often will have rules and regulations about what you can or can't do there. The types of things that they have are meant to protect each homeowner. So you can't, for example, paint your house purple, park an RV in front of the house, use signage, have decorations up for all the year type of thing. And those are useful things to make sure that your neighbor doesn't have a pink house, and when you're trying to sell your house, it devalues your home. So knowing about these before you buy is important, especially if you have an RV or you want to park something like that on the street. That may not be the right place for you. If you're buying a condominium, you'll have HOA fees, and those homeowners' fees will cover the costs that they anticipate will be needed to deal with the repairs that would be coming up. So usually HOA fees cover the exterior of the house, can be the roof, the siding. Sometimes it is the street that is shared by the neighbors, and what we would call the common areas. When you're buying a condominium that has HOA fees and the HOA is responsible for a number of these things, siding, roof, etc., sewers, there are a number of documents that as a buyer you need to review. And we ask for these things as part of the sale. So they will ask for articles of incorporation, the rules and bylaws, the insurance that you will get from the HOA, because the HOA will insure the outside of the structure. You as the buyer will insure your contents and the walls in. The docs that are prepared for the HOA must be shared with you. Anything that has been an issue or the HOA needs to make repairs or fix something, if there's a problem with siding or water intrusion, all these things cost money, and you must know about them, because when you buy a condominium, you're buying the issues of all of the units, not just yours. So you need to know what's going on there. The HOA will also be required to do a reserve study if it's a certain size. I think it's more than 4 units. And that reserve study is the projection of what costs are going to be needed. So as they collect HOA payments for you, those fees are extrapolated out to, let's say, the roof needs to be replaced in 5 years. The outside needs to be painted in 10 years. They want to be collecting enough money so that when those dues come due, when those expenses come due, there's enough money in their reserves. Now, that's why it's important, because if big issues come up, your HOA fees might be $300 or $400 a month. If they don't have enough money to cover the expenses and anything that's unplanned or unexpected, you might have to pay an assessment, and that assessment can be huge. It can be, we've seen them up to $50,000, $60,000. So as you buy a condo, you need to review the financials, you need to know what the issues are, all of the minutes, and if you're not equipped to understand that and how that applies, we have experts who can help you determine if you are taking a risk in moving forward with this condo purchase. Most of them turn out to be fine, but these are things that you must be aware of. And in the sale documents, when you make an offer on a condo, all of these items are requested. So the seller is obligated to provide them to you before you buy. And you as a buyer must do the due diligence to do your homework. You might also make sure that you contact the HOA board president and do some homework just with the people, not just the documents, to make sure that what you're buying is what you're expecting and you won't have a big assessment coming up later.